Okay, I think we are up and running again, fingers crossed. Sorry about all that. So if you haven't pushed on with the warm-up, sorry, if you have pushed on with the warm-up, we'll just shorten up this one and we'll start in about 5 minutes into our one-legged efforts. So as I mentioned in the previous one before it fell over, a bit of variety in this workout today. After a warm-up, we'll go into some one-legged efforts, minute on with each leg, swapping. So we'll do that for 10 minutes. Then we've got a block of endurance to do. Then we're going to do some high cadence stuff. And then finish it off with just a little bit of work at our threshold. So a good 10-minute chunk of threshold to finish us off. There's Al, I think, on the side of the road. Click on that link that I sent before. Sorry? So by this stage of the warm-up, legs should be spinning nice and lightly. Nice cadence. Into the 90s would be good. G'day, Rob. So during this warm-up, the last couple of minutes, feel free to throw in a few little cheeky efforts, spin it up a little bit. Just for 15 or 20 seconds. Okay. So we've got about a minute and a half to go before we go into our single-legged efforts. So essentially what we're going to do is ride with one leg. So that's going to involve unclipping one leg and then just pedaling and try and get as smooth a pedal stroke as you can with one leg for a minute. Then swap over, clip the other foot in, unclip that foot, and we're just going to rinse and repeat to the point where we do 10 efforts with each leg. Intensity, not too high, just nice and smooth pedal stroke. You might end up flicking up into a bigger gear to smooth it out a little bit if it's a bit choppy. So just use these first couple as a bit of a test. So we're going to be going in 5 seconds. So unclip, starting with my left, and left leg only. Try and get it as smooth as you can. Slow it right down if you need to. It's going to be quite taxing on your hip flexors. So don't worry about how much power you're putting out. Okay, in 10 seconds we're going to be swapping over. Three, two, one. Swap it over. This is good practice for clipping and unclipping. Oh, I have an issue. Those of you using a Stages power meter might just need to rest your left foot very, very gently on the pedal if you're using Zwift. Three, two, one, swap it over. Thirty seconds on the left leg. Swapping in 3, 2, 1. Do your best to really concentrate on sitting straight on the bike. Don't lean off to one side when you're pedaling with one leg. Same position. Smooth pedal rotation. And we're swapping in 3, 2, 1. Swap it over. Left leg only. And right leg in 3, 2, 1. And back to the left in 3. And right leg only. So in about 30 seconds, we'll be halfway through our single-legged drills. If you're really starting to feel like they're a bit of a struggle, drop the power right off, nice and smooth, but very light power, or just nice and easy pedaling with both. So clipped in with both, but really concentrating on form, smooth. This isn't the physically exerting part of the workout. This is all technique. And left leg only. Three, two, one. Right leg only. If you are watching this video afterwards, because it'll still be up on the YouTube channel, fingers crossed, and you're using Zwift, right leg only, then you can always skip through any of the individual efforts by hitting tab on your keyboard.
You move it. Can I see how you go on the computer?
Okay, let's go.
So are you playing a game?
Yeah. Cartoon game.
So I was playing a game?
Yeah. But he's playing a game with lots of other people. So let's go.
I'll see you soon.
And what number are you in the room? Are you on the list?
Yeah.
Let's go. It's all about transformers. Let's go.
See you soon.
We'll see you soon, Holly.
See, I look at me.
No.
You first.
Go.
You see how fast we're going?
3, 2, 1. Back to left leg. Again, not too much power is required. Like next to none. It's just all about smooth technique. Right leg only. Fifteen more seconds. And back to the left. Left leg only. Don't know about you, but I'm starting to feel this. Through the hip. Right leg only. Okay, left leg. Make this the last block. Try and make it your smoothest one. Right leg only, last minute. So after this, we'll clip back into 2 feet. And we are going to do straight into a 15-minute block of endurance. So sort of like on a ride to Frankston and back, when you're sitting on the front. You're not smashing it, you're just tapping out a long ride. So 15 minutes of endurance. So endurance sits below the steady state work that we've been doing recently. So if you want to judge your intensity off that, it's less than that. You should, in theory, be able to hold endurance for 2-3 hours if you needed to. Just finishing off this right-legged. 2, 1, and we'll click back in. Okay. So 15 minutes. Not the most exciting part of the workout. With our endurance as well, cadence should be relatively light. In the 90s if you can hold it there, if that's where you naturally like to spin at. Just settle in for the ride. And here comes Rob again on Zwift. There he is. Make sure you take on water during this 15-minute period. Okay, first 5 minute block gone. Bit of a systems check. How's the form? How's the pedal stroke? Nice and relaxed, holding onto the bars, more resting on the bars than holding onto them. Okay, we're just about halfway through. Yeah, halfway through the 15-minute block. Just as a reminder with the intensity, imagine you're just sitting side by side with someone, riding down to Frankston, into a little bit of a headwind, so you can still have a conversation. You are focusing on the intensity that you need to maintain. You could, in theory, hold this for a long period of time. Okay, less than 5 minutes to go. Alright, 3 minutes left. What we'll actually do is, with about 30 seconds to go, we'll ease up. Because then we launch straight into the high cadence part, which is essentially a minute at a cadence of, as long as it's smooth, and you can hold it for a minute, and you can do it repeatedly, I don't know, 110 or more, but it has to be nice and smooth. So 2 minutes to go. Okay, with 30 seconds left, just drop it right off, spin the legs over. So the next block is minute at high cadence, 2 minutes at normal cadence range. So when the minute starts, don't go straight to 130, just build, see how you go. Alrighty, so we're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up we go. Just build the cadence. It's got to be smooth though. You've got to be able to hold it. Whoa. 30 seconds. Ten seconds. 2, 1. Okay, back to your normal cadence range for 2 minutes. It's like a mini recovery. Still got to put out some power. So it's not in the easiest gear, but just a normal cadence range. So cadence at least 90. Now throughout this and any workout, listen to your body. If you've got any niggles during big gear or starting to feel your knee a little bit on these high speed ones, then just moderate it, bring it back. Just adjust the session as you need to. So we want to get to the point where these 2-minute efforts, 90 cadence feels really easy. Okay, so we've got 15 seconds and then we're building the cadence back up for another minute. Three, 2, 1, up we go. Try and bounce as little as you can, nice and smooth. Fifteen seconds. Fast feet. Three, 2, 1. And just take the cadence back down into your normal range, at least 85, preferably in the 90s. And once again, have some water. Okay, 30 more seconds, and then we up the cadence. Okay, we're going in 5. And up we go. High cadence. Build it back up smoothly. So this one's not about how much power you're putting out. It's all about cadence. "20 seconds. And drop it back. Normal cadence. So at least 85, but after the fast stuff before it, in the 90s will feel pretty comfortable. Don't worry about your power or your effort, just about cadence in this one. So that's 3 down of the high speed stuff, high cadence stuff, 2 to go. Okay, 30 seconds. Okay, going in 3, 2, 1, up we go, build it again. "30 seconds, focusing on cadence. Three, 2, 1, back to our normal cadence for 2 minutes. Alrighty, so even though the workout has got a lot more of these prescribed, we're only going to do 5 of them, which means the next one is our last one. So we'll do 1 minute at high cadence, followed by 2 minutes at our normal range, and then we'll skip through. So if you are on Zwift, you have to tab through to skip, and we'll get to the last effort, which is threshold, or as close as you can get to it indoors anyway, for 10 minutes. I've got Rob harassing me on Zwift. I can't drop him. Fingers crossed I get a gap on this next effort. Alright, high cadence in 3, 2, 1. Build it back up. So the last one at high cadence, so make it a good one. Nice fast feet. Fifteen more seconds. Three, 2, 1. Back to normal cadence. So at least try and get to 90. Next to no resistance. Just flush our legs out a bit. So we'll finish off this 2-minute lock, and then we'll skip ahead to 10 minutes at threshold. So if you're not playing with power, our threshold sits above the steady state work that we've been doing at Albert Park, but it sits below our VO2. It's 10 minutes, should be a challenging 10 minutes, and then we're done and a warm down. And Dr. Rob has put 5 seconds into me. He's gone up the road. Don't know if we'll see him again. Alrighty, so that's the end of that 2 minutes. So, grab a drink, get comfortable. Because shortly we're doing our 10-minute lock. And let's get into it now. So just build. By this stage of your workout, your threshold, your outdoor threshold, if that's what it's set at, might be a bit difficult to achieve. So if you want to, you can sit just sub-threshold and see how long you can hold for. Try not to get bogged down in a big gear. Okay, we're over 3 minutes down. 7 to go. Do you ever think about your form? Are your shoulder blades tightened together or nice and relaxed? Be nice and stable through the core. The only thing moving is our legs. Speaking of legs, mine feel like they're still in Thailand. Woo! Hang in there, everyone. We've broken the back of the 10-minute block. We've got 4 to go. 2.5 to go. Happy days. Chase the number, guys. Chase your magic number. Try and hold that same intensity. 1.5 to go. Good. Twenty seconds. Five, 3, 2, 1, done. Drop it right off. Oh. Whew. Oh. And make sure you get your cadence up as soon as you can. Nice light gear. That sort of 85 or in the 90s cadence. Just ticking the legs over. That's probably a better look than that there, we reckon. Whew. That's about the size of my head too down there in the corner. Alrighty, so it's just the warm down. Do it at your own intensity. Roll the legs over for as little or as long as you feel like. Given that we finished with a bit of a solid effort, don't rush to get off the bike unless you really have to. So for those of you that managed to catch the live stream, or it'll be on the YouTube channel link, I might have to post that if people want to do it whenever. Thank you for your patience. Now, we had the luxury of a little bit more time on a Saturday morning to get it working and still hit some gremlins, but pretty confident we're getting closer. Yeah, so that's the end of the session. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, hiding from the weather. Fingers crossed it's better next week and we can get stuck back into our second week of our little Amy's mini cramping couple of week thingy. Alright, thanks everyone.